a different kind of video compared to my Friday and Sunday videos. My husband sent me this article. It was originally a Fox News article, and I thought I would find another source in order to do a reaction video on. You may have heard this back a couple weeks ago, so I'm a little bit late to the game, but I think it's necessary to start a healthy dialogue in terms of the upcoming testimonies that public companies would have to give to justify high prices at the pump. This article title is called Oil Executives Summoned by Democrats Over a $4 Gallon Gasoline. Near record high prices pose political risk for Democrats, and the industry appears to be taking advantage of the crisis. My immediate reaction to this sensationalist piece is that no, we're not trying to take advantage of other people. We're not out to get other people, first of all. My husband and I discussed this, and public companies are limited to what Wall Street is telling them what to do, in other words. If they're supposed to control production, they're going to control production based on Wall Street demands. It's literally the law. But let me go and talk more about the article. But before I do that, please be sure to like this video, subscribe so you can get more content in oil and gas and professional development topics, and please be sure to comment on the video below on the YouTube platform so I can incorporate your feedback into future videos. Please be sure to hit that notification bell when you do subscribe because I upload every Friday and every Sunday. Every Friday is a professional development topic, and every Sunday is a technical review. Now let's get to the content. This article was published back in March 18th. Again, I'm late to the game, but I thought, why not start a healthy dialogue in what is going on in American politics? Democrats in Congress are taking aim at big oil as they seek to deflect blame of eye-popping gasoline prices that could sink their prospects in the midterm elections. Before I go on to this article, I want to say that all the thoughts are my own, not based on any of the associations that I'm with. Both the Senate and the House are calling executives from the nation's largest oil and gas companies to testify, saying the industry isn't passing the benefits of record oil profits on to consumers at the pump. I remain concerned that the oil industry is not doing enough to protect American consumers from rising gas prices, according to Representative Raul Grijalva, forgive me if I said that incorrectly, chair of the House Natural Resources Committee. They wrote to company executives in a letter sent by Friday. I will provide the link of the PDF that was sent to various oil executives that this was published a couple weeks ago. My immediate reaction to this statement is that, again, public companies can only do so much to control gas prices, and I can't wait to go all the way to the industry response, which I actually do agree with. And again, all these thoughts are my own. The committee is requesting testimony from executives from EOG, Devon, and Oxy for a planned April 5 hearing to examine fossil fuel industry's failure to help stabilize American gasoline prices. And you'll notice the chart below from January all the way to mid-March of the gas prices. You'll notice that uptick after February 28th, so around the time where you had the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The Senate Commerce Committee is planning on hearing the corrosive effect of the elevated petroleum prices on American commerce and consumers that will focus on pump prices, according to a letter seen by Bloomberg News sent by Senator Maria Cantwell, the committee chair. Among the witnesses being sought is ExxonMobil Chief Executive Officer Darren Woods, according to the letter. The House Energy and Commerce Committee is also seeking testimony executives from BP, Chevron, Devon, Exxon, Pioneer, and Shell for a hearing planned on April 6 on their company's business practices and the industry's impact on consumers. So, the industry appears to be taking advantage of the crisis for its own benefit, which my immediate reaction is I disagree with. But I would understand why the other side would say something like that in order to them thinking that they're getting posed as a threat for the midterm elections. And what infuriates me the most is people thinking that we are supporting the Russian invasion of Ukraine, we meaning the oil and gas industry. And that is not necessarily the case. There's a lot of people that I know from the oil and gas industry that their hearts go out to Ukraine. They're supporting Ukraine as to the best as possible. And this is not the way that we wanted to represent the health of the industry, first of all. The near record high price levels pose a significant issue for President Joe Biden and the Democrats. A second plan released from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve this month announced by Biden has a limited effect. Now, let me talk about the industry's response. The American Petroleum Institute said in a statement that the criticism for Democrats amounted to political grandstanding. Now, the gist of this article is that they're talking about how the administration should encourage the increase in supply and encourage investment where there's needed most. This is where I think this is where I agree with, in the sense that there should be an encouragement of energy independence and an encouragement of US oil and gas production, because we are providing a lot of the energy necessities of not just the world, but in the United States. And again, these public companies can do so much in order to what is demanded of them by Wall Street. It's literally the law that they have to follow. They made their platform to put the oil industry out of business in America and increase the business of Russia, Iran, and Venezuela, McCarthy said of Democrats during a news conference. They turn around and see the prices high. We have warned them about this time and time again because of their policies. Every action they've taken has put us into place. There are certainly questions about oil companies, how they're spending very substantial profits, buying back stock, big dividends. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer. I disagree putting the oil and gas industry in the negative, and this is just another reason of people trying to put a negative press on the oil and gas industry. I'm really curious to see what the leaders of public oil companies, how they're going to testify or what are they going to say. And I think they're going to come from the angle of being more sustainable, and some of the efforts that are being made in oil and gas companies in order to improve not just the image of the oil and gas industry, but also improve the overall environment. I mean, that's something that aligns with the platform of the other side or of the current administration. It is nothing short of repugnant for oil companies to be touting what they're truly dizzying profit margins while soaking American families with these exorbitant prices. Now, you might be asking, Yoshi, why are you spending the time on this sensationalist piece and giving the time of day to an article like this? The one thing I do want to mention is I want to talk about the facts, and I want to start a dialogue with you all in terms of what is going on in American politics in relation to the oil and gas industry's image. And I really encourage you to comment on the YouTube platform to talk about what are your thoughts on this summoning of oil and gas leaders from public companies, especially. As usual, please be sure to like this video. Subscribe so you can get more content in oil and gas and professional development topics, and please be sure to comment on the video below so I can incorporate your feedback into future videos. Please be sure to hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, because I upload every Friday and every Sunday, and sometimes on a Saturday like I did today. Every Friday is a professional development topic, and every Sunday is a technical review. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.